Good afternoon and welcome to today's news brief. Today is Thursday, February 18, and I am very happy to have here with me Lucia Frausto, who is the person that heads Como Vamos La Paz. Now, Como Vamos La Paz just presented earlier today a report of their activities for 2020. And first of all, Lucia, welcome. Thank you for your time. After listening to all you've been doing, I appreciate very much the fact that you give us a little bit of your time.
Thank you very much, Claudia, and thank you very much for all your audience. Well, yes, the Como Vamos La Paz is a citizens observatory. We're based in La Paz, but some of our work is reach the state as security, as energy issues. So this is important, the space to participate and to know also the perception of all the community in Cabo and all the community that is part of our solutions also and that are worried about the urban problems.
Yes, we know because we were communicating this and have been doing this throughout all of last year, basically, that Como Vamos La Paz was a huge factor for the Bajacaliforniasur Community Alliance. You headed the food support, the food aid program. But now Como Vamos La Paz is focusing on new areas or it's refocusing its efforts on areas like air quality and also the management of waste. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. Well, the management of waste is a huge problem in our state because it's not well managed. It's not the infrastructure that we have and the lack of citizen participate actions in this. It's not regulated. So we import all our merchandise. We import a lot of the products that we consume in this state, and we cannot export garbage. So the management of our solid waste is really important. And we have been doing pilot programs to know how it's the components of this waste, how is it, and what can be recyclable, what can be reused, what can go to compost. So even how we can produce energy with this solid waste. So it's important to know that there's no one infrastructure that has the quality and the restrictions of a sanitary solid waste deposit. We have what we call in Spanish botaderos de basura. They have the regulations that we need, and this is growing as we grow as citizens. This is something that we have to work with the three levels of government, and we have to put this agenda in the community and work with the authorities of each administration and follow up with each administration and know which resources are canalized for that. Resources in everything, the efforts and also economic resources. Air quality, Claudia. Air quality, the energy that we produce in the state, we are out of the grid, the national grid, the rest of the grid of the country. So we produce our energy locally with fossil fuels. Even though if we have the capacity and all the opportunity to grow in renewable energy, the effort now is focusing fossil fuels that contaminate our air. In loscabos, you do not see this contamination because the production, 70% of the energy that you use in loscabos is produced in La Paz and is produced with these fuels. So the contamination of the air, it's in La Paz, but also this way to produce energy, it's very expensive, and we need also to diversify in territory the production with renewables and diversify it, because we have also these hurricanes that make us to be very vulnerable in what means energy. And energy is direct linked with water issues. All the water that we have in the state, it's under water. So everything, the water has to be pumped, the water have to be treated. If we think about desalinization, it has to be with energy. So the solution of the energy, it's part of the solution also of the water problem, huge problem that we have in the state.
That was Lucia Frausto, General Director of Como Vamos La Paz. For updates on their activities, go to comovamosLaPaz.org. That is all that I have for you today. Have a great evening, and remember to tune in on Sunday for another edition of Cabomilnews and Community Update with Corey Riggs and Claudia Velo.